You're listening to the Impact Implosion on the Angry Marks Podcast Network.
Welcome everybody to the Thursday edition of the Impact Implosion. My name is Seth Drake, and as always, and on the other end of the tin can and string is Mike Poland.
Good evening, everyone. Or all two of you that might still be in the chat.
Let's see the chat. Yeah, two people still there. Anyways.
Well, at least somebody's there this week.
Yeah, we got to talk about we first got to talk about the pay-per-view, because...
better than it had any right to be.
I actually watched this pay-per-view. I will disagree. I will say it's a C. Let's start off with the first match, which is Chavo Guerrero and Hernandez versus Matt Morgan and Joey Ryan.
Why the hell would you put this on first?
I don't know, but the tag champ, basically, Morgan is basically pissed at Joey Ryan for getting pinned, because, yeah, Joey Ryan lost. Shocker, Chavo and Hernandez are still the tag champs.
This match was boring.
Yeah, it was. I really didn't pay much attention to it. Because, why? Why would you care? And, although there are news that Morgan was working that match injured, so...
Next. Oh, by the way, Samoa Joe and Mr. Anderson are going to have a match.
Yeah, they just announced that with Mr. Anderson interview, and he doesn't understand why people are so mad he has been seen with aces and eights. And he says,
the best heels are the ones who are always right.
Yeah. And then we had Samoa Joe versus Mr. Anderson. I've seen much better from these two. Mr. Anderson won, thanks to Knox.
Good for him. Next match.
Yeah. Well, actually, we had Jerry Borash with Kenny King. He said Christian York doesn't have a shot tonight.
This was a good promo.
Yeah, then we had, I thought, a good match, although a bit sloppy.
Christian York is a bit too, it's very awkward as an X Division guy, actually.
Yeah, he is. That's the problem.
A couple of weeks ago when he did the springboard elbow, that looked kind of, weird.
Yeah, but Christian York and... Me and Ciara on the chat when we were talking about this had to talk about our hatred for the place where Christian York lives, which is Culpeper, Virginia.
Oh.
Yeah. Bunch of racists and hicks there, so let's let's just say that Christian York won, but Kenny King attacked him afterwards and hit him.
RVD comes out and beats Christian York. That's nullifying that.
Yeah, next. RVD beats Christian York, even though they tried to say that Christian York put up a fight. RVD really was just being a jerk the whole thing. Like, you don't have to do this. You just lay down. I get the victory here,
dude, man, bro.
Dude, man. F you, RVD. Dude earned a title shot. He's not gonna lay down for your stupid ass. But then RVD claps when Christian York gets to his feet. Then we have Jeremy Borash with Joseph Park.
Who is still very awkward on the mic, even though he's been doing promos for 6 months.
Yeah, and Joseph Park said kayfabe instead of kayfabe.
Yay.
Yeah, he starts using insiders terms saying Borash wouldn't understand. But anyways, he has a match with Devon. And, oh, Jesus Christ. This was painful.
Bad.
This was just bad. Not only was this bad, this was just... They barely got any action. They're like... I know they're trying to play up that Joseph Park's not a wrestler, really, but come on. Jesus, what the hell?
Yes, let's give him 12 minutes on a pay-per-view to do it.
Yeah, you're boring us. My God, this match was bad.
12 minutes on a match that should have only went like 5 seconds.
Yeah, and Devon exposed the turnbuckle. I didn't see it.
Neither did the referee.
Did, apparently. No, I didn't see it. I don't think the cameras caught it. So, yeah, it happened. By the way, Park did his whole Abyss thing, but
we're never going to see Abyss again, are we?
No, he did it, I don't know. He phased into Abyss, and, well, he was about to do a chokeslam, phased out, and became Park again.
Next.
Devon wins with a roll-up.
Yay.
Anyways, Jerry Borash was with Aries, and said the only thing he can agree on with Bobby Roode is that they were going to take out Jeff Hardy night. Then we had Gail Kim and Miss Tessmacher. Well, this is the Knockouts Gauntlet match. We had, they were the first two in.
Was it just me, or did every fall seem to go like 30 seconds?
It was rather quick, yeah. But, Tessmacher got eliminated. ODB came out. Gail beat her, too. Mickie James came out. Gail Kim cheated to beat her. Velvet Sky comes out. And this is where it gets bad.
Yes, I pointed this out in my recap, too.
This is where
Gail Kim tries to cheat and gets caught. Velvet hits her finish.
And
Velvet hits her
Gail's
finish. And
foot is under the ropes, and the ref doesn't see it.
And I'm like, yeah, her foot's... You just got... That's bad logic. I mean, she just got... Gail Kim gets yelled at 30 seconds before this for...
And not only
cheating.
That, plainly, obviously, she can see it. It's not like her vision's blocked about it. You could tell she sees it. And she's still going
Ray Charles could have seen that. Ray Charles could have seen that.
So, yeah, Velvet Sky wins. Gail Kim... who said wait?
What?
I thought someone said wait. Sorry. Anyways, Gail Kim does all the work, and Velvet gets the win.
Yay,
and
TNA booking.
Taz is arguing that Kim had her foot under the ropes. But Jerry Borash and this other guy, Kennelly, don't even bother.
Tenay
and Kennelly.
You said Borash.
Oh, sorry. Kennelly and Tenay.
Kennelly's actually good.
Yeah, but they both ignore Taz having this beef.
I'm like, even I saw it. Like, hey, ref, stop the count for a second. Her foot's on way outside of the ring.
I think that was a botch, obviously. That was a botch.
Mania.
Yeah. Anyways, Jerry Borash is with Daniels. And the news is that Daniels' match with Jake Storm is now a #1 contenders match. Yeah. Daniels and Kazarian poke fun at rednecks and how they are too high class for that demographic. And you'll notice Kaz has a shirt that says Kazamania. Oh, no. And then my favorite, no, that wasn't it. That was like later, like tonight or so. But Daniels said Kaz got his official manager's license.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you have to go to school for that?
I don't know, but I thought that was funny because that's what Jesse Ventura's all the time. He ain't got a manager's license.
It's a conspiracy.
Yeah. And like, he's got a manager's license. He could be out there. I miss those days where they could do that. And then we have the best match of the night.
Storm and Daniels, yes.
Yes. This was really good. There were spots all over this thing that were really good, and you didn't... Actually, I predicted Storm wins. I thought Storm was going to win this. He did not win.
Who did I say? I don't remember.
I think he said Storm too, but I don't remember. But maybe he said Daniels.
I think I might have said Daniels. I don't remember.
Yeah, I didn't get the memo on that #1 contenders.
No, that was much like the Samoa Joe Anderson match earlier, where it was just announced.
Yeah. Actually, you said Daniels because you had Jeff Hardy winning.
Yeah. Yep.
I don't know!
Anyways, Daniels wins.
Super Brawl Saturday?
Yeah. Daniels wins thanks to interference from Kazarian, and I'm really looking forward to that match in 2 weeks.
Actually, that would be next week.
Yeah, next week. Yeah, I'm looking forward to that match.
I hope that gets a buttload of time, but it probably will only get like 10 minutes.
And I see Jeff Hardy retaining the belt. We'll get to that later. Back live, we have Brooke and Bully come out to the ring.
Time filler.
Yes, time filling. Brooke grabs the mic and says, first things first, actually, Bully Ray says this, tells Brooke that she looks freaking hot tonight, and I'm like, eh.
She looks like a horse face.
Yeah, and they talk about this Thursday, they're getting married. And then Bully takes out his Twitter machine and sends out a video tweet showing the Impact crowd getting excited about the coming wedding. Only in Orlando, people, they'd be excited about a wedding. A wrestling wedding.
God, yeah.
Then we had, why was Daniels and Daniels and Storm before this? Sting versus Doc.
I didn't even watch this match. I think I was in a chat with you guys.
I think it was funny. I actually watched this match, and there is one spot where it's almost at the end. Sting punches Doc, and Doc rockets to the turnbuckle.
I must sell this punch.
Yeah,
I must sell this punch.
Yeah, he must sell this punch. And he just leaps over to the freaking turnbuckle.
I gotta sell this as hard as I can.
Not like leaping backwards. He leaps forward to the turnbuckle. He gets the punch, turns around, leaps over to the turnbuckle.
I must make it look believable that I'm getting beat up by a man half my age.
And I think this was a botch because they weren't in the right spot for this. They definitely weren't in the right spot for this. So Doc had to just rocket himself over there. And anyway, Sting hits the splash and then Scorpion death drop and gets the pinfall. The Aces and Eights
jobs again.
Yep, Devon won, but that was against Joseph Park, so.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It doesn't
Aces
matter.
And Eights show up at ringside, Bully Ray's music hits, and he comes down to save Sting.
Next.
Then we had Jerry Borash with Bobby Roode. Roode confirms the comments made by Austin Aries that they're going to take out Jeff Hardy first. Main event time.
This was pretty good.
This was the second match. I wouldn't say this was match of the night. This was the second best match. This was good. There was a lot of spots, and they actually work first together, and this kind of pisses me off all the time, but they did the spot where Aries hits Hardy with the neck breaker and gets a 2 count, and I don't like that. But there was a nice spot where they were going to do like a Tower of Doom suplex or something on Jeff Hardy. Jeff reverses it and hits a Whisper in the Wind on the two while they're stacked up together.
This was a good spot. I did like that.
But basically, moving forward, Roode gets tired of teaming with Aries and tries to eliminate Aries.
And ironically enough, as we'll get into later, it looks like they're going to be teaming up anyways.
Yeah. Basically, these two then get into a fight with each other. Roode pins Aries. Aries pins Roode, but Hardy gets the pin too. Helped out as well, and Roode's eliminated.
Yay.
Then
Hardy wins.
Yes. Aries is arguing with the ref on Hardy getting credit for the elimination. And Aries should have gotten credit. I do agree with that, because Hardy was afterwards. Ref's an asshole. The first guy pinned him. It's his.
Was Hebner the ref?
I don't know, but give it to the both of them.
We know Hebner's history with screwing guys over.
Yeah, but anyways, this was quick. Hardy hits a twist of fate. And then he hits another twist of fate on the rope, ring apron, good spot. And then Swanton Bomb, Hardy wins. Aries and Roode are frustrated, but Hardy is celebrating. And that's the end of the pay-per-view.
Hardy wins.
One of their 4 shows. This wasn't that good. This would have been a great episode of Impact, but not a pay-per-view.
Nope, not one that you should pay for, at least.
Yeah, I didn't pay for it. I kind of streamed it.
You thief.
Fuck them. Them on that.
Jim Neidhart laughed.
Yeah. Anyways, we got to talk about... Angry Tensai's gone. Angry Tensai's gone. So now OG Graves is the only one left. Anyways, we got to talk about some news.
What were the grades on? what is the grade on the pay-per-view? I'd say like a C-.
C-. I'd agree.
Mm-hmm.
I agree, C-, yeah. Anyways, the one-night-only pay-per-views. We gotta talk about these. Here is the lineup. The first one is going to be, the first two have already been taped. We're not going to reveal the results because
we want you to watch them.
Yeah, we want you to watch them, and I'm probably going to have to watch them too.
I mean, the first one actually looks really good anyways. So.
TNA Extravaganza, which is going to feature the Stars of the X Division, which will air in April. Then we had, in May, the Joker's Wild Tag Team Special. Slaughtery with Battle Bowl. After that, it will be Hardcore Justice 2.
Hardcore Justice 2!
Yeah. They will not be bringing in ECW talent. This will just be the regular roster in hardcore matches.
Oh, it's uncensored.
Yeah. Basically, yeah.
Hardcore. That worked out still well for WCW.
Yeah, and Extreme Rules. They still do it, though.
Well, Extreme Rules is actually good.
Then we have the TNA 10 reunion, which is stars from the early days of TNA will be battling inside a 6-sided ring.
That could be fun since I don't remember much about TNA past 2005. Or 2005. They're bringing
back the 6-sided ring, people. You should all be happy. Then afterwards, there will be a TNA Knockouts Knockdown, which is a one-night knockout tournament, which the first round being all stipulation matches, the final four being in a test of endurance to see who the final victor is.
Ultimate endurance.
Yeah. So
that's actually interesting too. I like that one.
The problem is they're going to need to get some more knockouts for that because,
or just bring some in for like one night.
I don't know, but seriously, this is like short. They don't have enough women on the roster. I think they have like 6, 7 if you count.
Christy.
7 if you count. No, 7 if you knock out. Christy's retired. 7 if you count the one who won gut check.
Taylor. What do they need? 8 women?
Yeah.
They only need 1 more.
Mm-hmm.
So what do they need? Another female gut check. Come on, guys.
Yeah, come on. Yeah. Anyways, after that, it will be an international incident.
Yay.
A one-night tournament featuring talent from United States, India, Mexico, Ireland, Canada, Germany, Japan, and the UK. And the winner will get a TNA title
get booked once a year.
Yep. The winner will get a TNA title shot.
So let's see. Doug Williams, Sanjay Dutt, Magnus, friggin' Robbie T.
Who knows? But we'll see. We'll see anyway. So, anyways, after that, it will be the TNA X Division World Cup.
No, they did that back in the early days too.
Yes, they're bringing it back.
I like that concept.
X Division wrestlers in a one-night tournament featuring singles, tag, 6-man, and an 8-man tag bouts.
See, I like that concept. That's a good one.
That's for December. And the one they're making for January is another World Cup, is the TNA World Cup of Wrestling. 4 teams, each captained by a TNA wrestler, featuring a heavyweight wrestler, a tag team, and an X Division wrestler battling in singles, tag, stipulation bouts. The finale will be a 2-ring triple chance battle royal.
World War III!
Yes.
Or War Games, whichever one.
So yes, we will be having that is our schedule.
Some of those sound good, and some of those sound like they could be good but might turn out bad.
Yes, agreed.
The Joker's Wild one sounds like it could be good as long as nobody gets hurt between now and May.
And the problem is, I've seen the results. I don't think the results have been
the Extravaganza one looks really good.
Oh yeah, agreed. Anyways.
And then the Knockouts one could be good. The rest of them could be.
Yeah, depends. TNA lawsuit with WWE officially dismissed. It's over.
For now.
And anyways, we have a Bully Ray interview where he talked about CM Punk. He didn't diss him, don't worry.
What did he talk about? You cut out.
He talks about CM Punk.
Oh, okay.
He didn't diss him. He's going to say this about Punk. He said this. I'm going to put someone over right now. I normally don't put anyone over, but I want to give CM Punk credit. I'm a Punk fan. You know why I'm a Punk fan? Because that bastard says what's on his mind. There is one thing that he doesn't have that I respect, and that's fear. He has no fear. He so reminds me of someone who would fit into the ECW locker room. He's got balls as big as mine. Back in the day when I was starting riots, that if I did that shit today, I'd be sued for life and probably wind up dead behind bars. And they don't have a choice in what he says because he's going to say whatever the hell he wants. And I love it. He is the punk rock version of pro wrestling. And that's what we were back in the day. To see that be so real and honest, and he is so friggin' angry, I love it. I love his anger. Punk will stay out there for 15 minutes and talk on that mic and never trip over a line. You know why? There are no lines. It's real emotion. It's how he really feels. That's what makes it beautiful. That's what he said on CM Punk in an interview.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Anyways, Hogan is suing a spinal surgery place.
Next.
Here's the thing. We gotta go into this. He said most of the doctors he consulted said he needed to take a traditional spinal surgery. Then he went to these one people and said that would end his career. So gave him this spinal test, and he's had to have several spinal surgeries since. So he's suing him because his career is over. And one of the things he said, and I don't believe this for a second, but he said it ruined a match with John Cena that he was going to have, which I believe is bullshit.
Bullshit.
Yeah.
You were never going to have that match, Hulk. Sorry.
Yeah, just weren't. You couldn't even have that match with Austin because Austin told you to go fuck yourself when you tried, and you have tried on video. So yeah, just saying, you basically ain't having matches with Cena.
Not ever.
Yeah. Anyways, let's see what else is on the news. Despite having filed this lawsuit about him, TNA is still wanting to get back Ric Flair.
He won't go back.
No. Yeah, he's done. Yeah, he is pretty much done with them. And finally, the remaining 3 TNA pay-per-views will be on the road. They will not be at the Orlando place because we saw how shitty that is.
Thank God.
Yeah, those crowds suck.
We'll get into that in a minute with Impact.
Oh, yeah. Anyways, they are just, and I'm sorry, they're marks. These are complete marks. You know those rednecks everyone talks about? They're the Impact Zone. The people who don't think. And that's sad because Impact used to be different. When WWE is having more smarter crowds than you are, which ain't saying much because they're kids.
Yes.
You're screwed.
Boy meets wrestling world.
Yes, let's get to the Impact results.
And we start with a promo from
first,
Jeff Hardy.
Let me get a drink out of my WrestleMania 17 cup. Not 17, 27. It's not sippy cup. It's a big cup.
It's a big gulp.
Kind of. Anyways,
you really are turning into RD.
Yeah, really am. But anyways, there is, at the beginning, we have a graphic talking about the marriage between Brooke Hogan and Bully Ray. Backstage, we have Bully Ray admiring his tux. Spike Dudley comes in, and so does Tommy Dreamer.
Where'd they dig Spike Dudley up? We saw Dreamer a few weeks ago, but where'd they dig Spike up?
Spike Dreamer, fresh off the Shield beatdown. Anyways, Brooke Hogan's bridesmaids are
the Knockouts.
Mickie James, Christy Hemme, and Miss Tessmacher.
Because they have...
Apparently, Christy Hemme is the maid of honor, I'm guessing. And the best man is Taz.
We'll see how that turned out later.
Yeah. Jeff Hardy comes to the ring.
And here's one gripe I have already with the TNA fans. While he's doing his promo, they're chanting, "You've still got it."
He's 30. He's in his fucking 30s. He better still fucking have it. It's
not like he's Ricky Steamboat coming out of retirement after 15 years at Backlash a few years back.
or WrestleMania. He actually came back first WrestleMania in that handicap match. Anyways, yeah.
You still got the chance reserved for someone who hasn't wrestled in a long time, not someone who wrestles consistently.
Yeah, so F you, Impact crowd.
Yeah.
You completely fail. Anyways, the champ says the odds were stacked against him, and we, the creatures, prevailed.
And then they chant, "We are creatures." Yeah.
Whatever.
We're not quite sure what kind of creatures you are. You just wander in aimlessly from week to week.
Hardy wants to keep it going, but thank God, Bad Influence comes out.
Yes, to make this promo it's better than it was going to be.
Yes. And Kaz has his Kazamania t-shirt on, which is a Hogan shirt.
I want to buy a Kazamania shirt.
Yes.
I want a Kazamania shirt.
And but sadly, Daniels does not have an Appletini.
Damn it.
Anyways.
No calorie Appletini.
Kaz reminds Hardy that in 1 week, Daniels is going to be the new TNA champion. God, we hope so. Daniels calls Hardy Jefferson before running down his credentials. And then he calls them creatures of the night, creatures of habit.
Of habit. Yes, they are.
Habit of losing.
Well, they are losers.
Kaz calls the Impact fans butt puppets. Yes, butt puppets.
I love them.
Oh, I do too. And I was saying in the chat, I'm like, while they're still cutting this promo, I'm like, can we just get the belt on Daniels already, please?
Yes.
Jesus Christ. Just give it to Daniels.
Yes.
Give it to Daniels and let him run with this. Let Bad Influence run with this because, one, they can go to the UK.
Yeah.
They ain't like Hardy. They don't have a felony.
What the hell did he do there?
No, Jeff Hardy still has that U.S. felony.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah. He can't go overseas. Anyways, Daniel says once he wins the championship, he'll give the creatures of the night permission to worship him.
Don't do that. You don't want them worshiping you.
And Hardy tries to attack Daniels because Daniels so owned him. Because Daniels so owned him in that promo. And
well, what's going to happen here. It's going to be a 2-on-1 beatdown.
Yeah, until James Storm comes out and saves him. And we have an impromptu tag match.
Yep. And a good one. Probably the only good match on the show.
Yeah, good one. Hardy wins. And this is interesting. Hardy wins while he hits a twist of fate while Kaz is arguing with the ref. Kaz turns around, gets a twist of fate, end of the match. Daniels and Storm are on the outside.
Daniels lays out Hardy.
Yeah, after the match, and then hits the connects with the Angel's wing on the belt, and then poses on a down Hardy with the actual title.
Yeah,
and I heard somewhere he plans on melting that damn thing, and I hope it's to make a great Appletini mug or an Appletini.
Yes, a golden Appletini mug.
No, it's not golden. It's not going to be golden because that belt ain't golden. The belt's like freaking, whatever. It's like silver more likely. It's like, hey,
a beautiful silver mug.
It'll make a great Appletini maker.
Yes.
Anyways, Bruce Pritchard, Al Snow, and Taz are conversing from earlier today. They talk about the gut check contestants. Bruce Pritchard already has his decision, but before he says it, they cut him off. Anyways, we have Spike Dudley and Tommy Dreamer being dressed by Bully Ray. Joseph Park walks in. He thanks Ray for pushing him to becoming a wrestler and hands him a gift, cigars. Now, he does say they're not exactly street legal.
Uh-oh.
Oh, they're Cuban. Uh-oh.
You got him from Castro.
Yeah. It's gut check time. Gut check.
Gut check.
Should have won. Bruce congrats Bradley in winning, but says winning isn't all that matters. He says Cage had a tremendous outing, but it wasn't enough, so Cage is eliminated. Actually, I disagree. I think Cage was the one that should have been eliminated.
Also, Brian Cage used to wrestle in PWG.
Yeah, you go back to PWG, kid. Anyway, speaking of this, they did talk about this on Impact, that they're going to have a gut check tournament.
Really?
Of votes, not an actual tournament.
Damn it.
Votes. People
An actual tournament would be a good idea. That could be
great.
a free
of
pay-per-view.
all the former gut check contestants, including Fat Chris Louie.
Oh, God.
God, if anyone votes him advancing further, I'm going to hit that person. So there's a reason he got the kick. There's a reason he got the boot. He was terrible.
Next.
Anyways, Bradley's in the ring. Taz makes his decision, says no. Borash gives Bradley the chance to kick out. And Bradley talks about how he's been on the road. He's humped enough highways he probably owes child support.
Yes, I like it.
Bradley hypes his indie credentials, and it's all brought him to the Impact Zone. He's trended worldwide on Twitter and wants to be let in.
He was also in WWE briefly. He was Ryan Braddock.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Ryan Braddock. Al Snow says Bradley has personality and presence. Some people disagree with that. I don't. So he says yes. And now Bruce Pritchard's on the mic. And the fans are chanting, and fans are chanting no. And he says, obviously fans care. Fans care.
Even if it's negative.
Have passion. Bradley has guts and says yes. So Bradley is in TNA.
Good for him. We won't see him for another few months.
And then we are welcome back to Impact after a commercial break with Gutcheck's most successful participant, Christian York.
Against Kenny King.
Actually, if there's a Gutcheck tournament, didn't only 2 people fail, so didn't 2 people not get a contract? So really, I gotta wonder what this Gutcheck tournament is. I'm gonna have to find that out.
Fine, that's your homework for next week.
Yeah, find out what this Gutcheck tournament is.
You must report your paper is due next week.
Anyways, we have Christian York versus Kenny King. This was better than the last match. All I can say about that.
There's also 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Moving on. King wins with the roll-up.
King wins with the roll-up and tights. Yeah. Bully Ray is now with Sting and says Sting's the only person who he trusts, who trusted him, and he wants to make Brooke happy. And the only way that'll happen is if Hulk walks her down the aisle. So Ray asks Sting to get Hogan to do it.
Will Hulkamania put his ego aside?
All right. There was a Gut Check Challenge seminar. I just figured this out about the Gut Check tournament. It was a Gut Check Challenge seminar, and they will allow the fans to vote which Gut Check challenge or which person is most deserving of appearing on Impact.
Okie dokie.
Fan voting.
Yeah.
So
also, from now on, I guess the Gut Check are going to be 2 OVW guys going at it.
2 indie guys going at it. Yeah,
that's what I've been hearing. Yeah, which is actually a better idea than having one of them get squashed by a TNA guy. Yeah.
Although the last Gut Check guy won, Wes Briscoe.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Anyways, Tez says he has a lot of stuff to do and can't be commentary dating anymore. He leaves the space, says history is in the making tonight. Aries is dressing up. And then Rude walks right in front of him. And he's like, dude, I was dressing up here, and
Rude says, now I'm dressing up here.
Yeah, and Rude, Aries dresses in all black. It's like, why are you dressing in all black? That's for funerals. Like, this may as well be a funeral. So yeah, I'm gonna go out there and make some objections, and Rude agrees, and they're both doing it. So yeah, they're upset that and Rude says since he hasn't been formally invited, but he's gonna invite himself anyways.
Good for him.
I thought everyone was invited.
Yeah, but just the heels are grumpy and aren't gonna go.
Anyways, Hulk Hogan is walking in the Impact Zone 55 minutes late. Interviewer asks him if he's here for the wedding, and Hogan replies with song and get the camera out of his face. And by the way, I heard something loud. I thought it was a thunderstorm, so I guess it's going to be raining in the Impact Zone.
Dear God.
And Ciara responded like, is it going to be raining men? And I'm like, probably not.
Male strippers.
Yeah. Anyways, Bully Ray, Spike Dudley, Tommy Dreamer are discussing when Taz enters the fray. They ask where Paul is. Dreamer gets serious well, then they called Paul, and he said he's on his way, and that was like 5 minutes ago. By the way, the Paul they're talking about is, of course, Paul Heyman, and you know damn well he's not going to be there. He's too busy being CM Punk's hyped guy, holding his belt.
There's a lot of people you know aren't going to be there.
Yeah.
They weren't talking about PJ or Scotty.
Yep. They ain't going to be there either. To
I'm
be
surprised
fair.
you'd even get that reference, Seth.
Yes, PJ Polacco and Scotty Flamengo.
Yes.
Yes, I know who they are. Jesus, I'm not old. Rhino's not going to be there.
Oh, no, he's in ROH.
Cajon is not going to be there.
Little Guido. Tracy Smothers, if they can even dig him up.
The
Joel
Blue
Gertner.
Meanie or the Blue, whoever that other guy was.
The Blue guy. Carmen
the
Electra.
Blue Meanie
Not
and
Carmen
the
Electra.
Blue Meanie
The
or
Blue
something.
Boy.
I think, no, they had like another Blue Meanie, a fake Blue Meanie for that one night of Hardcore Justice.
Simon Dean isn't going to be there.
Yeah.
Chris Chetty isn't going to be there. And we can go on all night with these references. But anyway.
Yeah. Joey Mercury is not going to be there. Oh wait, he's in NXT. He's training. He's got better things to do. Anyways, Taz says Hulk is in a tough spot. He's a dad. Not really, Hogan. Put your daughter down the aisle, you jackass. Ray tells his friends about his request to Sting, and he's going to put on the tux, and we get sent a video package of all the drama. Sting's music hits, as Kennelly recaps Stinger's beef with Aces and Eights. Tenay quickly goes over the Bully Ray stuff. Sting says love is in the air, and tonight is a huge night, and with love comes tension, and he's here to do a favor to Bully Ray, so Bully, you better be praying, because I'm calling out Hulk Hogan. After a long walk, Hogan enters the ring. He tells Sting to cut the crap, but poses.
Good Lord,
yeah,
Hogan.
cut the crap, but you're going to pose. Anyways.
Cut the crap, because you're about to spew some.
He wants to get down to business, brother. He brings up history and similarities between the two. Sting says Ray has helped them a bunch of times. Hulk says everyone tells him he's right. You can't trust Bully, Jack. Hulk says there's something...
Who's this everyone that he's talking
there's
about?
There's an energy, dude. He will never trust Bully Ray. And Sting says Hogan needs to do this for himself, not for himself and for Brooke. And the fans are chanting, do it. Hogan just leaves. By the way, we have Terrence Sproul in the back. Gail Kim comes in and shows her fuck up.
Yes.
On a Kindle screen, I think or like iPad, she's like, yeah, you see that? Yeah, you see that?
That happened.
Yeah, that happened. And thankfully, Kim said she went to Brooke, and there's another number one contenders match, and Kim and Taryn has the gall to say, yeah, Brooke's in a tough spot tonight, so yeah, you got lucky on that one. Taryn, you're a jackass. You're a bitch. You fucked up, and now you're just giving someone shit for calling you out on your fuck up. Do your damn job. Accept the wrongs, which every other referee does. But they say decision's final, I can't do anything about it, all that stuff. Anyways, we have a Knockouts title match. No, not a title match, a number one contenders match. Gail Kim versus Velvet Sky. This was bad.
Yes.
By the way, I'd like to say Gail was going for a neck breaker. Originally, Velvet falls.
Good work.
So they have to do the spot all over again.
Yes. Anyway.
Congratulations, and I said on the chat, you Impact idiots want her to be pushed, and Impact some reason wants her to be pushed, so, yeah. And that's the person
push someone
who
can't wrestle.
Yeah, let's push someone who's can't never be the person you want them to be. She's a manager. She's not a wrestler. She will never be a full-on wrestler. She is a tag wrestler. She is someone who can have her skills covered up by a better wrestler. That was why the Beautiful People worked. Because always a better wrestler covered her spots. Unless it was Lacey Von Erich. Yeah, the other two, Madison Rayne and Angelina Love, covered for her.
Right.
Anyways, eat the feet. Gail hits the eat the feet, goes for the cover. The Sky gets her feet under the ropes, and this time Terrell sees it.
Good
Mr.
job.
Rouse is going to see it now, and Kim is arguing. So Sky hits a bunch of clothesline, takes her with a head scissors takedown, modified face buster. Then the in your face gets the win. Velvet Sky wins. And what was a bad match.
It was bad, it was boring, and it was 6 minutes when it should have only been 3.
Yeah. Dixie Carter is discussing Brooke Hogan's career with Brooke. Two people that
what career?
on TV fake crying. They're both fake crying, and they should never be fake crying. They both suck.
Dixie Carter and Brooke Hogan, you are the worst actresses in the history of ever.
Yeah, Dixie said, no, not ever. There's Claire Lynch.
Oh, yeah, it's her.
She was worse. Oh, dear God. She was worse. Dixie says that Hulk loves Brooke no matter what happens tonight. And the wedding is up after the break. Call or text your friends. No.
No. I don't think I'll be doing that.
Anyways, we have Bobby Roode and Austin Aries head to the ring. Roode says that the only celebration that should be going on tonight is the celebration of the It Factor and the greatest man to ever live. Because there would be no Impact Wrestling without these two. And how can TNA be proud of their champions? Because it feels like the company has taken a trip 10 years in the past. Their X Division champion, RVD. Devon is their TV champion. Chavo and Hernandez are the tag champs. And the coup de grace, Jeff Hardy's the world champion. 10 years ago, the past, they object to this wedding. Chavo and Hernandez interrupt.
Those stereotypicals.
Chavo does his little thing and says they also object, but they object to Roode and Aries because they like the wedding. And they object to Aries' assertion that they're 10 years in the past and all that stuff. You are 10 years in the past. You are dumb. You realize you are 10 years old. You've been in this business long.
He's been in this business at least for the last 17 years, because I remember seeing him in WCW.
You've been in this business, for God knows how long. Yeah, sorry. Hernandez has been here for a while. Maybe not 10 years, but...
Hernandez has been there for a long time.
Yeah, he's been there for a while. Anyways, then... Because Chavo and Hernandez are so bad at being faces... The writers have Aries and Roode utilize racial admonishment. Like, go get me a taco or a quesadilla. Not a quesadilla.
Yay.
Go, why is the help out here for the wedding?
Stereotypes.
Yes. Hernandez tries to lay Aries out with the border toss, but Roode saves him and the heels leave. Yeah, anyways. After the break, the wedding's going to be happening, but we get Hogan and Sting one more time, discussing about it. Hogan's not dressed for the wedding. This will come back later. Two of the greatest of all time. They say Hulk's trying to protect Brooke all his life, and he knows how the movie ends. Because they're all professional wrestlers, and wrestling is not good. But Sting agrees with Hogan, says, but Hulk's done a good job raising his daughter. She's able to see something in Bully Ray. Something Hogan can't see because the business has blinded him. Sting says Hulk has to walk Brooke down the aisle. And Hulk says he always does the right thing. And bullshit. You always do the right thing, Hogan. WCW, you fucked over TNA for Immortal. You barely do the right thing. You bitch at WrestleMania 9 to have the world title. You have to do the right thing.
You won't put Bret Hart over.
Yeah. It takes months, and then finally they get you to Yokozuna. You claim every time that you were going to be a guitarist on Metallica, or were going to be the wrestler, or something.
If he was the wrestler, that movie wouldn't have been as good.
Oh, agreed. But anyways, yeah, I'm a complete... You're a liar, Hogan, and you know it. Well, actually, I'm sure he's lied so long that he doesn't even know it. Anyways, Mike Tenay says, you are sitting in on history. Yes, we are sitting in on history, one of the worst goddamn weddings ever. And that's saying something.
All wrestling weddings are bad.
But this was exceptionally bad.
I didn't even recap half this shit. I just was like, Bully Ray and Brooke come out.
Anyway, no, here we go. Here's the whole thing. Bully is out first with his tuxedo. The march of the wedding party plays. Tommy Dreamer, Miss Tessmacher. Dreamer gets a big chant. Spike Dudley and Mickey James. Christy Hemme and Taz. Taz is the best man.
Tommy Dreamer and Miss Tessmacher.
Brooke Hogan appearing on the ramp, sans the Hulkster. She looks back, sees nothing, but finally Hulkster shows up, and he's got a fucking suit on now.
Hey, it took him 15 minutes to dress up.
It took him less. It took him less than 15.
He's got like a magic closet or something.
Yes, he is able. I didn't even think he had a tux or something, but apparently he does.
His Hall of Fame tux from 2005.
Or he has it somewhere. He has it everywhere. The fans chant Hogan, and Brooke walks Hook, and then they reach the ring. Fans tell Hulk to shake his hand. Hulk doesn't do it.
Of course not.
Preacher begins statements. He asks who is giving away the bride. Hulk says he is. They continue until it's time for Brooke and Bully to share their vows. Brooke can't believe sharing vows with Bully in the middle of a wrestling ring. She finally feels she can trust and calls Ray her best friend. It's Ray's turn. Ray says he started writing his vows until he realized Brooke doesn't deserve words on a paper. She deserves a message from the heart. He knew she was the one the moment he lays eyes on her. He's the happiest person when he's around her. Then we have the whole preacher saying, speak now or forever hold your peace. Nothing said. Nothing happens. This is boring. Bully and Brooke are finally given the rings. Brooke Hogan says yes to marrying Bully. Bully is about to put. Bully replies, I do. The priest is about to finish the wedding, but Taz grabs a mic.
Oh dear. Next.
It says, and Taz asks Bully, do you want to do this? Do you really want to do this? And Ray's like, what are you talking about? And then Taz says, is it hot in here? Takes off his coat and reveals that his suit vest has an Aces and Eights logo on it. Yes, you heard me. A fucking commentator is the newest member of the Aces and Eights. The Aces and Eights run down the ring, take out Bully, Spike, Dreamer, so Tommy Dreamer can say he's the only person ever to get beat up by both the Aces and Eights and the Shield.
When did that one happen? I don't remember that.
Remember, that was on Raw when Dreamer made an appearance.
Oh, that was the Raw after TLC.
Yeah, and then backstage he got his ass kicked by the Shield. And then they beat up the Hulkster. Mike Knox and Doc force Brooke to watch it all. Devon hits Bully Ray with a statue to the head.
Oh, dear.
Sting has...
RD, you've got an induction to write.
Zone while everything was happening because he's got beaten up too. No one knows how he appeared. He's just there being beaten up. Bully's done. They finally let Brooke go, and she checks up on Bully Ray, and the show ends with the fearful Brooke surveying the damage.
She checks on Bully Ray, but not her father.
Oh no! My wedding's ruined! You had a wrestling ring. That was only the way it was gonna happen. Someone was gonna ruin it. And sadly, a commentator is the newest member of the Aces and Eights.
Oh, God.
Not a guy who will ever be able to wrestle in the ring, because Taz is old. He can't do that anymore. He's got a broken neck and all. No, he's not old. He's got a broken neck and all that stuff. He's got neck injuries. He can't do it anymore.
Broken frickin' neck.
But Taz, you remember when I said a few weeks ago that D'Lo Brown was a bad choice?
You mean Devon?
No, D'Lo Brown would be a bad choice, because I was convinced that D'Lo Brown was a member of them. You fucking made it, Taz. So now there's a heel judge in Gut Check. And there is a heel commentator who works for the Aces and Eights, the worst group of men we are supposed to fear I have ever seen in my damn life.
Oh, look, it's Doc and Mike Knox. They're gonna job.
It's Doc, Mike Knox, and Devon.
They're the Job Squad.
It's the Job Squad, but with a Sons of Anarchy ripoff. Oh, Lord.
Help us all.
I had some positives, but this show went down in a hurry. This show started great. Yeah, fail. Fucking fail. One of the worst weddings ever. And yes, you could say every wedding is bad. This was exceptionally bad. This was tedious. Because even the worst weddings, they had some funny moments. Like the one with SoCal Val and Jay Lethal. They had some funny people come to that wedding.
Or the one with Elmer and his wife.
Yes, they had
Piper and Ventura interrupt.
Yeah, a great Piper promo. Triple H and Test. Well, no, Test and Stephanie. Test and Stephanie. They had Triple H come in with that, and that was a good reveal. That was good. Yeah. That was actually one of the weddings that actually was good.
Savage and Liz, as we mentioned last week.
Yeah, and that was supposedly someone didn't like that wedding. I thought it was okay. It was good. You really felt the emotion of these two. The after party, Jake the Snake attacks Savage with a cobra.
The Nightmare Before Christmas spot. What's in the box?
No, that's the 7 spot.
Oh.
What's in the box? What's in the box? Although, at least, there wasn't a head in that box. There wasn't Elizabeth's head in the box. Which kind of was...
That would have been eerie. How did I get in the box?
Yeah. If you've ever seen 7, you get the gist of it.
I've never seen it, but I know the reference.
Yeah. Brad Pitt is dating Gwyneth Paltrow in this movie. She is about to have a kid. They arrest Kevin Spacey, who is this killer of 7 deadly sins. He says he's got one more crime he committed, and he's going to show them the location. Takes them to and I can't believe I'm talking about 7. Takes them to a desert. A mail package comes in saying that he was told to deliver it here. It's a box. Morgan Freeman opens the box, freaks the fuck out. You never see what's in the box, but he freaks the fuck out, goes in there. Kevin and Brad Pitt's like, "What's in the box? What's in the box?" And Kevin Spacey's like, "I did all this. I committed a sin of envy. I envied you, Mr. Pitt. I envied your wife. I went to your house when you left, and I cut off your wife's head. Oh, and by the way, she was pregnant when I killed her, which she never told him. Yes, that is 7 for you."
That's messed up.
Yes, it is. Anyway, you got anything to sell?
Yes, I do. February 1st, IWE in Palmyra, featuring TNA superstar Robbie E. and much more. February 2nd, IWE in Brewer, featuring Robbie E. taking on Jivin' Jimmy, Mistress Belmont against Ada Marie, and much more. February 23rd, Primer Inc. presents Get the Choppa, featuring a 5-way ladder match, featuring New Jack, Tony Atlas, a White Trash Hoedown Throwdown, which I think I messed up the title of the match, but anyway, and much more. March 24th, Big Time Wrestling in Augusta, featuring the Nature Boy, Ric Flair, Hurricane Helms, Rikishi, who I think is going under a different name, or his real name.
Or Junior Fatu. Or Junior Fatu.
Oh, I think he's going under his real name, which I can't pronounce.
Yeah.
Something Samoan. I think it's like Ciola Fatu or something.
Yeah.
And much more. And that's about all I've got. You got anything tonight, Seth?
Yes, I do. First of all, because the winner of the Geno Award was... Well, first of all, actually, before I get into myself, we got to talk about the episode title, which we're going to call The Worst Impact Wedding.
Ever.
Yes. worst impact wedding. Now, we didn't say worst wedding ever. We said worst impact wedding.
Right.
Might as well be the worst wedding ever, but it's going to be the worst impact wedding because I don't want to hear anybody else say, oh, but this wedding was worse or something, and give me some wedding I've never even heard of. So anyway,
between somebody and somebody. David Flair and Stacy Keibler.
Oh, God, yeah. Yeah, that was, where she reveals
or
that.
Or Dawn Marie and Al Wilson.
Oh, Lord. Oh, fuck. God damn it, you had to remind me of that. Anyways, the Gino Award winner was the Oogie Loves movie, but unfortunately that is not on DVD Love. That is not on DVD yet, or Netflix, so I'll have to wait until February to induct that. So, January, I have to do an induction, because I do an induction once a month. I had to do a replacement induction. So the choices are, and tomorrow's the last day, the choices are Bats with Lou Diamond Phillips, and I'll go through these little quotes I said here. Is it just me, or do these bats suck feces instead of blood?
Oh, God.
Spider-Woman Death's Web. A not known Thai horror film that should have never been made for many reasons. By the way, this is a $1 DVD bought I got. Spider-Woman Death's Web. Night of the Living Dead 3D. Yes, 2006 remake of Night of the Living Dead. Night of the Living Dead gets an unneeded remake because there was already a good remake filmed. Demonic Toys from 1992. They want to possess your fetuses. No, that's what they really want. Decadent Evil 2005. Evil that should not even exist. Loch Ness Terror of 2008. More like Loch Ness crap. Countdown, The Sky's on Fire from 1999. Just as fun as stepping on a burning bag of crap. Pumpkinhead 2, Blood Wings, 1993. One of the biggest crimes to Stan Winston's memory is this abortion of a sequel to one of his only directorial films. Laserhawk, 1997. This film's tagline says, "Today it continues. Can it not continue, please?" And finally, Hellraiser 4, Bloodline, from 1996. The nail in the coffin to the Hellraiser franchise being taken seriously. And right now, I will say this, there is a tie between Demonic Toys and Hellraiser Bloodline.
Anyway.
So anyways, also tomorrow, since you're all going to be probably listening to this tomorrow's my birthday.
Happy birthday!
29, so...
Wait a minute. You're older than me too?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Yes, 29. So, since Mama K couldn't do it on Raw, voice issues, I'll do it here. Happy birthday to me. I live in a zoo. I smell like a monkey. And I act like one too.
Good for you.
Yay.
Monkeys also live in trees.
They live in a zoo too.
Yeah, but tree would have rhymed.
No, that's always the version I've heard. Happy birthday to you, you live in a zoo.
You look like a monkey, you smell like one too.
Yeah. you smell like a monkey and you act like one too.
So the monkey, so you throw poop at people?
What?
So you throw poop at people?
I don't know, but I throw verbal poop at people.
Yeah. Yes. Have a very good birthday, Seth.
Crap.
You have a very good birthday then, Seth.
I will.
And we will see you all next week.
Yes, we will. So, good night,
everybody.
Have a better wedding than this one, if any of you are getting married.